This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. A new report shows improvements in air quality nationwide, but WMNF's Chris Young reports that despite seeing improvements, the Tampa Bay area still faces air quality issues.
The American Lung Association's State of the Air report grades exposure to unhealthy levels of ground-level ozone air pollution and short-term and year-round particle pollution. Overall, the nation continued improvements in air quality, partly because of the implementation of the Clean Air Act in 1963. Ashley Lyerly is the Senior Director of Advocacy for the American Lung Association.
I think specifically for the Tampa Bay area, certainly we've seen improvements in air quality, but unfortunately, our sort of top line around ozone for the Tampa Bay area is, while we saw the best ever ranking, we did see the Tampa ozone level ranking third worst in the Southeast.
Both ozone and particle pollution can lead to asthma and heart attacks, preterm births, and more. The report also found that people of color are more than twice as likely as white people to live in areas with poor rankings of air quality. However, Lyerly says there's things people can do to help improve air quality.
Carpooling when you can, or taking mass transit if it's available to you. If you can afford it, making transition to a zero-emission vehicle, and just sort of, paying attention to how your actions may be impacting our air quality.
You can find the link to the full report on WMNF.org. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young.
A man who police say used a pipe to beat a trans woman to death as she slept outside the Miami City Ballet in Miami Beach has been arrested. The Miami Herald reports 53-year-old Gregory Gibert, who was out on probation, is charged with the second-degree murder of 37-year-old Andrea Doria Dospasso, whom police say was homeless. Surveillance footage from Miami City Ballet shows the woman lying down by the building's entrance around midnight. Hours later, a man is seen picking up a pipe from the ground before sitting on a bench near the woman. Police say that's when the man, later identified as Gibert, walked toward the woman and began hitting her with the metal pipe. Gibert is then seen walking away and tossing the pipe in a nearby trash can, where police later recovered it. Gibert was booked into a Miami-Dade County Jail on Tuesday. A Florida law that bars executives from failed companies from being rehired in similar roles at another company without first proving they weren't responsible for the prior failure is being put to the test. The Tampa Bay Times reports the law on the books since 2002 is well known in the insurance industry, dubbed by some insiders as a no-fly list. It applies to officers and directors who worked for a company within 2 years of it going belly up. The wave of recent insurance company insolvencies has contributed to Florida's sky-high insurance premiums. In the last 8 months, Insurance Regulation Commissioner Mike Jaworski says he's sent letters to 6 companies about 19 executives in top-level jobs, warning that they are violating the law. The letters threaten to revoke the company's ability to write insurance in Florida if the executives don't step down. An action the Times reports regulators do not appear to have ever taken against an insurer. Former insurance commissioner Kevin McCarty says the fact that so many insurers are hiring executives from failed companies without getting permission feels like they're giving the middle finger to state regulators. And Doris Ross Reddick, the first black woman to serve on and chair the Hillsborough County School Board, has died. 10 Tampa Bay reports that Reddick was a longtime educator working in Hillsborough County schools for decades as a teacher and assistant principal. Her leadership helped ease the district through desegregation. Reddick was 97 years old and died from complications of pneumonia, according to her family, who said in a statement, "We are grateful for her extraordinary life and the many lives she touched in the Tampa Bay community." It's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 85 today. Overnight lows will be in the upper 60s. Sunny and warmer on Friday with a high of 88 degrees. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.